TJ, how's this first 2 weeks, 3 weeks of practice been for you?
Man, it's been good, fun, competitive, man. Just growing a connection with my teammates. We just out there making each other better. Just focused on this year. It's really been fun.
How grateful are you to be back after that last year?
Man, I'm grateful, man. That was eye-opening for me. Just like blink of an eye, I could have been done playing football. So now when I go out there, I never take a moment for granted. I'm grateful to go out there and run. I'm grateful to be able to put my pads, helmet on. So whenever I see guys around lacking or I see they don't really feel like being out there, I remind them, I could easily not be out here, so don't take no moment for granted out here.
How do you see them respond to that?
I see it because they was emotional as well. They seen what it was like for me. They seen the recovery I've been through. And they also seen how fast it could be over for them. So I think they respond well whenever I tell them something like that.
What did that road to recovery look like for you?
Man, it was just constant training. I really was focused on my mental first, because mentally that was tough for me just to be out the rest of the season. Obviously, I worked hard through the spring, through the summer to be out there with my guys and be able to help my team in any way that I can. So mentally it was frustrating, but I still tried to be there. For my team in whichever way that I could.
Who have you enjoyed playing with on the defensive side of the ball?
Man, I enjoy playing with all my guys, man. We actually have a connection. A lot of us are returning on defense, so in the back end, man, we have a special connection. I spent time this winter, growing close with my D-line, the new guys that transferred in, because I feel like the better connection you have with somebody, the harder y'all play for each other out there.
What's Isaiah Reed been like with you?
Dog. He all dog. It's my dog, man. Happy to have him on the other side of me. He mature, fun guy to play with. We hold each other accountable, push each other. He all dog, though.
What differences have you noticed from preseason last year to preseason this year?
I really try not to think about last year at all, but I know this year, like I said, a big focus for us has been connecting the team. Just growing relationships, building connections. Me and Pop pretty close. He on the offense side of the ball, that's the quarterback. Me and Joe, me and the receivers, me and the O-line. I feel like I said, the better connection you have as a team, the harder we're gonna play. The harder we're gonna play for each other. Offense, defense, special teams, whatever it is.
You said you don't talk a lot about last year, but what did you learn from last year, and how have you been able to carry that forward this year?
I learned how to handle adversity. Everybody not gonna be with you at the bottom, but I'm focused on the present, and that's all it is. I can just take it day by day. Well, got a fresh start, new team. We just gonna focus on getting 1% better. We're gonna block out all the outside noise.
Who's somebody who's really surprised you, whether in coverage on the offensive side, and you've had to, respond and go after them competitively?
I think all the guys have looked really good, but it's good being able to match up with Joe. Taller receiver. He's a competitor just like me. So I think going up against him every day. Dallas. It's really not a person a lot of people know about, but Dallas is a hard worker. Going against him every day, we just make each other better. So I enjoy going against some guys every day.
What would you say Coach Kite is doing to improve the defense practice after practice?
Exactly what I've been saying. We've been focusing on this whole offseason, connecting. Whenever we get back in here, we make sure we got a connection, because the D-line, the back end, we all work together. The better they are, the better we are. If they could get to the quarterback and we could cover, we're going to be a successful defense.
How much easier has it been adjusting this year? Last year, new staff, new system, second year with everybody. Has it made practice so far for you guys easier in that sense?
Yes, it's definitely been easier. Practice is moving at a faster intensity. Like I said, this year, we just been focused on connection. So it's easy to go out there and practice with guys that you connected with. It's different whenever you sit there practicing with people you don't really know too much about. We try to know each other's names, information about everybody. So it's just been much easier, and practice just flow way better.
How did you feel the defense played during the 7-on-7 red zone period?
I think we did good. We compete every day. We have a good offense. So they're going to make plays, we're going to make plays. Iron sharpen iron. But I feel like it's good competitive. The intensity has been great every day, and we just going to keep focusing on each day getting better.
How's it trying to mentor guys like Teron Johnson and Corey Warner, freshmen that are here already playing?
It's good, man. Both of those guys are great. They're actually both pretty mature for their age. I've been in their shoes before, so I know what it's like. So anytime I can help them, I help them. Even if it's on the field, off the field, I bring them by the house. We just try to connect off the field. I try to get to know them deeper than football. What their background like, what's their why, what motivates them to come out here and do this every day. Because then they can understand me, and then we can connect better.